Hey Mary, let's tell them about the Thomas Edison birthplace.
It's a nice place.
Hello there, parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. I'm your host, Sean Donnelly.
I'm your co-host, Mary Ann Donnelly.
We're here at the Thomas Edison birthplace.
That's right.
We're going to take you inside on tour. But before we get into that, if you're into the paranormal, history, forensic, and travel type videos,
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ding that little bell so you hear from us next time we post a new video.
so let's go inside and take a look.
After the death of Thomas A. Edison, the opening of his birthplace to the public as a memorial and house museum was originally the private project of his wife, Mina Miller Edison, and their daughter, Mrs. John Eyre Sloan, who were then the owners. The house was restored to its appearance of a century ago, nearly as possible anyway, and opened on the centennial of the inventor's birth in 1947. Today, the Edison Birthplace Association owns and maintains the museum and continues to have Edison family representation on the board. The tour of the Edison birthplace begins in the house that sits to the left where you purchased your tickets. There you'll wait for your docent to give you a tour of the birth house, and an attendant will talk about some of the items within the building that belong to or were invented by Thomas Edison. Once the attendant is finished, another docent will then take you on a tour through the birth house.
So this is just one model from 1917. It's non-electric, so it just winds up. And inside is the same principle as the original, a membrane and a stylus. In this case, the needle is a sapphire-tipped needle. So I'm going to take the brake off and put the stylus down. So pretty good. Now with these phonographs, you can see there's external horns with these. This one had an internal horn. But all these phonographs had an issue. They didn't have any volume control. So you'd have to shove something in there because they were naturally a lot more loud. And so it would bounce up and down, and he could put more grooves per inch on his records, which meant he had a longer play time, 4.5 to 5 minutes each side. And this difference in grooving wouldn't allow his records to play on the competition's machines, and theirs couldn't play on his. So the next one I'm going to play for you is a diamond disc phonograph. It's the top of the line. It's a floor model. It cost $250 in 1916. It's got a lot of space for records inside. And it has an innovation. It has volume control. So I'm going to take this off. And if you look inside, it's sort of hard because it's black on black. You all can come over so everybody gets a chance to see. The quality was bad. They had to change the needle all the time. This was long lasting. This one happens to still be non-electric, although there were later electric models. And so I'm going to put the needle over, start the record. Takes a second to get up to speed. And here we go. So, pretty good.
According to the records, Nancy Elliott Edison, Thomas's mother, bought the lot where the house stands in 1841, and his father, Samuel Edison, planned and started building their home in the fall of the same year. The house is built on the side of a hill and consists of 3 floors: the basement, the street level, and the upper floor. While the kitchen floor is a replacement, the boards on the second and third floors are original, except in the bathroom and a small back passage. Entering the house by the side door, the visitor is in the sitting room. Against the wall opposite is cradle bench that Nancy Edison used for rocking her babies. Opening out of this room is the bedroom where Thomas Alva Edison, the youngest of 7 children, was born on February 11th of 1847. The steep stairs opposite the front door lead to the upper bedrooms where Edison's parents and the middle girls, Harriet and Eliza, slept. The north side of the house is taken up by the parlor, where Edison's older sister, Marian, was married in 1849. 2 pieces of Nancy Edison's own tea set and coin silver spoons are seen under a glass dome in the parlor. A small bedroom opening from it is now used for exhibits of Edisonia. A stairway in the back of this room leads down to the large basement kitchen that opens into the garden. Because early pioneer families like the Edisons moved so much and suffered a disastrous fire in their Port Huron, Michigan home, it has been difficult to assemble much of the original furniture. Gifts and loans from members of the family have been supplemented by gifts and loans from friends and purchases of household articles of the period. Much of the furniture, including the painted pine set and the walnut furniture in the parents' bedroom, the spinning wheel, the set of 6 chairs in the parlor, and other pieces, belonged to Edison's sister, Marian Edison Page. The knitted 1,000-shell design spread upstairs on the walnut bed is attributed to the inventor's mother, Nancy. In the basement kitchen are utensils and articles of family living from the period. The wall clock was identified by Edison as the one that used to hang in the family kitchen and where his mother kept a disciplinary switch. From the back door, you will exit out onto the beautiful back gardens on the hill overlooking the old canal. Edison's parents sold the house in 1854, and the family moved to Port Huron, Michigan, and the house was out of the family ownership for 40 years. It was acquired again in 1894 by Edison's sister, Marian Edison Page, who modernized it with the addition of a bathroom and other conveniences. Edison became the owner of this birthplace in 1906, and on the occasion of his last visit in 1923, was shocked to find his old home still lighted by oil lamps and candles.
Hey, what'd you think of the tour?
Oh, the tour was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah, there were a lot of people in the tour and from a tiny spot.
Yeah, but there's a lot of cool original stuff in there.
Yes, and the tour guide was amazing.
She was amazing. What was her name? I'll have to get her name. Oh, she left already.
Maya?
So Marianne just went inside and confirmed Maylee. Maylee was the girl's name.
Yeah.
Tour guide, man, she was like, wow.
And she's only going to be a
She's
sophomore
a freshman
this year.
going to be a sophomore in high school. That was amazing. What did I say back there? I can imagine what her book reports were like.
Yeah.
She knew her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was an amazing tour. All right, well, we hope you enjoyed that trip with us.
Yeah. Let's go say hi to Thomas before we leave.
Yeah, let's go say hi to Thomas. Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting!